Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing the epic adventure that is Illivium. Cannot wait for the trailer to come out, which they even tweeted today. Kieran tweeted out today. It is going to be ready very soon. We know the land sale is coming the end of this month, early next month, so we know we have that to look forward to. Prices are being speculated on Discord. Anything from tier 1 going from 1 to 5k, from 1 to 10k, tier 2 10k plus. They're talking 50, 100k for tier 3, tier 4, which I think is going to be, it's going to be very high. It's going to be higher than we've seen. Some of the other games, you know, the land went for 20 bucks, 100 bucks, $200. I do not think it's going to be anywhere near that level of the cost. I can see, you know, tier 1 costing 500 to 2,000 roughly is my estimate, which again, it's just simply estimates. Tier 2, probably about 5 grand, so on and so forth. I hope they keep it a little bit closer. Again, we don't know how many lands are going to be released, which I think they said 20,000, but we don't know in which manner. They said it was a Dutch auction, but does that mean of the 20,000 lands that are introduced, that they only have tier 1 and tier 2? Are they going to be introducing the tier 5 lands right off the bat? Again, there are so many questions out there. But today I wanted to focus on not the Illivium Zero side, which I hope a lot of players grasp the concept that it is two essentially the same game, but one is kind of a mini game, which is based on the land sales, is based on blueprints, fuel creation, bio information that you get for Illiviums, but is not actually the place that you catch the Illiviums. So it is a little bit different. When you look at the combat in the Illuvios we're looking at today, it is in the actual main game. So again, there is a kind of line in the sand with those. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at the main game today. All right, guys, so if you've seen the archives, there is user interface, how the game will look to players. This is ultimately what we want to look at. Now, we know it is going to be a world open RPG, but looking at this artwork, guys, so these are going to be the actual Illuvios that you catch. This is a nature Aegis, which we have seen a lot of different formations when it comes to the specifications to the heroes and the abilities that they possess. Haven't seen very much detail or very much depth into that, except they are going to have a couple different elements, and then they are going to have a couple different kind of sub-classifications within that is kind of what I'm expecting. So, but look at the detail, guys. It is absolutely insanity. The amount of detail that is going into this game, you know, coming from some games that are super high def that I have seen, the crypto games really don't play in the same space. And I say it kind of with a grain of salt. When you look at Axie Infinity, when you look at a bunch of other games, it is not the AAA class. It is not the graphic focused. It's, you know, very basic when it comes to the graphics itself, which is what we do see in a majority of the crypto games. So looking here, Axodon, Maelstrom, Harbinger, very cool looking alluvial. Again, just different factions. And of course, guys, we've seen him several times, but just looks absolutely phenomenal. So much detail into building out these alluvials, and the design, the effort of that the team is putting in is just crazy. Now here you can see kind of the evolution of an alluvial. So you have Archie right here, nature, empathy, when they are leveling up alluvials. So from my understanding, again, let me know in the comments if you know more than I do, but reading and kind of looking at this, if you get multiple captures of Archie, you can actually take them, you can combine them, they can level up. As you see right here, it is on level 3 of, I believe, 5, but you can also kind of fuse them together to build bigger alluvials, which this is kind of the stage 1, the stage 2, and then the stage 3. I do not think there's anything past stage 3 that I have found, which again, this is looking at Archie from his basic, and then he goes to Archos, and then he goes to Archelion. Absolutely amazing looking maxed out alluvials here. Same with Elfie on the bottom. So we have Elfie's got one giant pincher claw, gets bigger in the second one, which is kind of the stage 2, and then stage 3 is just an absolute mammoth hunter that you're going to be finding. So there is a ton of these in here. Now this is the actual selection. So you have player 1 versus player 2, Squeaky Puff versus the Sith Lord. So I believe these are the alluvials that you have captured or that you have available for you to place. Now remember, when it comes to combat, it is going to be an auto battler, meaning that you set up the formations that you have within here. I'm sure you set up where you want your alluvials at, which alluvials you want. Ultimately, that is going to be it. It is going to play the rest of the battle through as an auto battler does. Again, we've seen this with a lot of other games. The auto battle feature is very cool. It has the same in Axie Infinity. Short of picking your cards, they do kind of battle themselves. Same, I play Splinterlands as well. You throw your deck in there, you throw your cards in there. It goes through the cycle of the auto battler as well. So it can make a big difference on the axes that you, or excuse me, the alluvials that you do have in here. It's just gonna yet to be seen exactly the full out details of what this is going to look like. So we know the players here, they've also finally settled on the health bars for the alluvials, which is very cool. We've seen them before, but as you can see, I'm not sure if these are going to be the skills of the hero or these are going to be the 5 alluvials that they are carrying in the skills of the alluvials within there. Again, that is kind of yet to be seen. So essentially, when you're coming into battle and you can see the other side, if you get a snapshot kind of the alluvials that other players are bringing into battle, it's going to make a big difference to really know what you're coming up against, whether it's a fire alluvial, whether it's water, whatever it may be, really knowing the combat rating or the alluvials so you can kind of counter. This game is going to take an intense amount of strategy and really a deeper understanding of the composition of the teams, how they work together, what kind of synergy they can create, and also what counters that you have for other teams. If you guys have watched other videos that I've done on my other channel with AFK Arena, that is kind of how the game is there. You set up your team, it is the auto battler, but you do have to pay special attention to the opposing team to really know how to come out on top with the victories in there. So looking here, so this is 3 different lands. As you can see, we have the same setup between all 3 of these, but this is how the different lands are going to look. The bottom one looks just absolutely crazy. I believe that is the land that we do not know much about. When it came up a couple times in different parts of Discord or in a couple parts of white paper, kind of had a question mark on the resources it's going to produce, which makes me think, again, the only game that I really have to compare this somewhat to is when I play Axie Infinity, with this being kind of like the Genesis land, which was random generated land that you could get within there that has a lot of special properties, which again, we do not know exactly what it is. So if you're buying a piece of land, there could be a chance of randomly generating Genesis land in there, which was from Axie Infinity, which again, I played as well for quite a while. But look at the battles, guys. And this is really want to stress, if you look how absolutely breathtaking the alluvials are, this is what is going to make this game just absolutely phenomenal, is the time and effort that the team is putting in here. But it is crystal, guys. It is crystal clear to what all the alluvials are going to do. When you look at them using their abilities within combat, it is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be crazy, the amount of detail and the amount of features that they are rolling into this game. Even looking here, you can see the 3 phases of a couple of others. So the stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3 of a couple different alluviums here, which again look absolutely phenomenal. We don't know how much time, how much effort, how much cost is going to go into leveling these up, as well as having your hero. Most of them, most of the games that I have found do not have a hero aspect of it, which I think brings in the big RPG aspect of this game. The world open, wide open world RPG is being able to equip weapons and armor on your primary hero, which again, I absolutely love. I think it's such a very cool concept, which is the reason why I'm highly invested in this game. Even looking here, guys, again, the battle, the combat just looks absolutely breathtaking, which is what I love. Here is just a massive amount. You can see even the stage 1, 2, and 3 with the scorpions and all of these alluvials that they have going on. This, I believe, is just about all of them that we've seen. But if you hop over on the Illivium website, the archives, you can see all the alluvials that they've been creating. It even shows some of the skills and abilities and the utilization of some of the alluvials in there as well. I love this, but fighting for 5.65 ETH. Remember, Illivium is the battle for Ethereum. But at current cost at 4,000 tokens, that's about 20-something thousand dollars, which is crazy. I know Squeaky Puff and Sith Lord really want to battle it out, but if you're putting $20,000 online, that is absolute insanity in my mind with the cost there. Which again, look at these snapshot, guys, the stage 1, 2, 3 of all of these different alluvials. I love this one. I believe this is the Mammoth, which is like almost like a winged tank. It is very, very cool looking, guys. And then it looks like this one. I don't know, they might have scrapped, but there are a ton of alluvials in there. And then of course we have one kind of a little bit of a clip. So it's actually just when you zone into the card or when you click on the card, it actually brings it up closer so you can see more details of the Illivium itself. So again, guys, just a quick kind of a rundown of the clips and kind of what's going on with Illivium. It is very cool to see what is going on with this game, guys. I'm just waiting and waiting for everything that is to come. I know most of you are as well. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know. I'm really trying to make educational videos about this game. I'm really trying to get the channel to take off. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, turn on the notifications. We're going to be covering Illivium. Again, we have a heavy stake in this game. I am really excited to play Illivium 0. That is what I am really focused on. I'm not sure. I know a lot of players are ready for the PvP, ready for the Illivium, ready for the main game running around. I like the strategy building games, which I'll be happy to supply gas to a lot of other players. Depending on what the price is for it, have to make it worth the time and effort that we're putting in. But regardless, guys, I am super excited for this project and seeing exactly how it wraps up. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.